take on the special Pacers bench. Don't forget, Pacers fans, we still have tickets available for future home games. Please stop by the ticket booth to get
Welcome, everyone. Glad to have you with us for this NBA Cup action. Hi, folks. This is Brian Anderson. Taking a look at some numbers here for Tyrese Halliburton.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
And let's check Miami's starting lineup. Alec Burks is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the pivot spot. Manning. They've got Halliburton. He's out there with T.J. McConnell. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Toppin. And it's G in at the power forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Hero, no good. Pacers trail by 4. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. Indiana again missing. Miami leading by 4. Outside Robinson. Pass to Hero. Driving inside. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Benedict Mathurin picks one up.
And Hero does a nice job driving in there and then making sure he gets fouled.
And the first one at the line is good. All right, Brent, let me ask you a very important question. What exactly is Heat culture?
BA, Heat culture is about toughness and competitiveness. And if you step into that building, you better make sure that you're ready to be pushed and push the limits that, as a professional player, not a lot of other teams are willing to go. As soon as they find guys who enjoy that, and I'm not going to say torture, but it's close, those are the kind of guys who make it in Miami.
Unable to get that one.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Halliburton against Hero. Steps back and shoots. And it's Miami with a rebound.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Pulls up. And Toppin pulls it down.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for them.
G's shot is good.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Miami Heat. And this matchup with the Pacers, their first meeting of the season. Hero outside. Pass to Robinson from the arc. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Love the timing as Robinson comes off footwork there to get the catch and get the shot up.
Halliburton, the pass to G. He shoots a 3. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Anderson can't get it to go. Indiana trailing here. For 3. G, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So Miami going with an almost entire new group here. Here's a peek at the current NBA Cup standings for you, here in the middle of the group round.
And at this point, it's still very much a mystery who's going to make it all the way to that NBA Cup championship.
Teams will make substitutions, and it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. We've got 1:28 left in the first half of this one. Let's send it over to Allie for a report on MP.
ABA, well, no surprise, MP is on a mission to bring home the NBA Cup, telling me I want to be a part of a winning legacy. That's my main goal in any competition I'm in. Victories come first. All the individual stuff comes later. Would you expect anything less from MP, Brian?
Nope, we sure wouldn't. And this guy is all in. Nimhart, the pass to G. 56 seconds left in the first half of this game. And it's in there. And now a 5-point Pacer lead.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Pass to Burks. Miami, no good that time either.
He may not be the strongest inside presence, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Nimhart, the pass to G. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. G's got 12 points in the game.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Here's Mitchell. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Adebayo. Hits the jump hook. Adebayo's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Indiana ahead. They're up by 5. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums. They're thinking about the shot.
Welcome, everybody. A fun-filled evening underway, and before we talk about the first half of this game, let's see those power rankings.
You take a look at the Heat, not a lot of movement for them since the last rankings. But we all know they'll be a factor unless something really goes wrong for them.
So let's dig into that first half now, and what was a very solid performance for the Indiana Pacers.
They've done a lot of things well, but I look at the second chance points. That's where they're doing the most damage, guys.
Comes down to 1-2. Right now, they wanted more.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither... teams making substitutions here, and it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Setting the floor for the Heat. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Tyler Hero. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Ware in at center.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Down low. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Nothing to force here. Wiggins patient, and he found the open man.
And we have seen Andrew Wiggins step up as the second-best player on a title team. But it's all about his consistency, Brent.
Well, Andrew Wiggins' role, I believe, changed last year. A little in and out of the lineup for Andrew, and the changes around him have not been ideal. I hope that he embraces whatever it is that the coaching staff wants him to lock in this year, because as a two-way player, Andrew Wiggins is still very capable.
And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. It's a one-point game. Oh, got that one up quick. Halliburton's gotten his first basket of the night.
I love seeing Halliburton shoot while he's in that kind of rhythm. This is when he's at his absolute best.
Has to Ware. Here's Wiggins. There's a screen for the tie. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. Here's G. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got his 3rd assist of the night. Heat trail by 6. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Burks for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's G. And it's all from three-point range. And for the Heat, they're shooting a less than average 27% in the 3rd quarter. Hero, the pass to Burks. Adebayo from long range. Pacers with a rebound. Halliburton on the wing. Pass to G. Puts up a deep 3. Kept alive. Now here's Nesmith. On the wing, Nembhard. He's guarded by Hero. And the three-pointer goes. And now it's a 9-point Pacer lead.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Here's Ware. Oh, swiped away. In transition, here they come. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
This is how you execute in transition, getting all the way to the cup.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that, you see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
Pass to Adebayo. Shot to stop the run. Sends it home from three-point land. Adebayo's got 8.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his 2nd 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
With the utmost belief in his game, he's able to beat opponents in a number of ways.
And so it's Indiana. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. Back after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays. So valuable.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got TJ McConnell. He's out there with Halliburton. Toppin out there with Benedict Mathurin. And it's G in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 for the Pacers. Let's go with a 3. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Mitchell, the pass to Jovic. Here's Robinson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Hustle from Duncan there, outworking the defense, and he found his shot.
Indiana leading by 7. G. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got 5 assists in the game. And here's Hero. Outside, Anderson. Pacers with a rebound. Mathurin's got 4 rebounds now. Here's G. He got a piece of it.
Good intensity on defense. Kyle Anderson using the length that time and timing it well to get the rejection. Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Good on the bucket.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Here's G. And Hero grabs the board. Hero's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Anderson. Anderson with a screen on Matherin. Back to Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Well, you have to get out there for Duncan's shot, so that's going to open things up for the screener.
Here's G. He tries for 3. Pure from 3-point range. G's got 14 points now in the second half.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Jovic. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Pacers leading by 8. Pass to G. We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. To the paint. Shot clock at 5. McConnell passes to Toppin. That one's good on the assist from McConnell. And it's a 10-point Indiana lead.
Well, good to see Toppin just step into a mid-range and keep that defense honest.
And Indiana with some changes. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Neesmith comes in for Matherin. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. Coach knows they're losing the 3 battle, and he told the team, we need to limit their outside looks, force them to put it on the floor, and make them beat us off the dribble. Back to you, Brian.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's G. Halliburton on the wing. Here's G. From outside, off the mark. Heat trail by 10. Pass to Ware. There's a minute 47 left in the 4th quarter. Outside Burks. No one near him. Here's Adebayo. Wiggins for 3. Rebounded by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 4 rebounds now. Here's G. Neesmith on the wing. This one for 3. G, no good. And Wiggins has got the ball here for the Heat. Pass to Hero. On the take. Rebounded by Halliburton. Pacers leading by 10.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Pacers.
The coaching staff has to be happy with the way they've limited their turnovers here.
Yeah, BA, that's #facts. Just tremendous patience and self-control.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And what a huge performance it was for G.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Halliburton against Hero. Inside. From 7. G, no good. Miami with the ball. They trail by 11. Here's Wiggins. Kicks it to Hero. Takes the 3. Drills it from deep. Here's Halliburton. Adebayo with a steal. Pass to Wiggins. Back to Burks. Indiana wins it. And remember, tonight's win means they're 1-0 in the NBA Cup. A great start to the group stage.
Well, getting that first...
Welcome in to the Jalen Murphy Show. I'm your host, Jalen Murphy. I know more about sports than you do.
That's debatable.
Watch your mouth, Russ. We got a great show for you today, starting off with a brand new segment, Trash Talk Do's and Don'ts.
Oh, I'll start. Don't tell people how to trash talk when you were a seventh man with a rickety jump shot and the handle of a precocious fourth grader.
Okay. Do keep your mouth shut if you spent most of your career waving towels at the end of the bench.
You know what? You've been selling me short since college, man. How about this? We could have won a championship, but you looked me off to take a double-team 30-footer at the buzzard, buddy.
For the last time, Russell, you weren't open.
I was open.
Guys,
I was open. I was wide open.
Just, if I may, can I just say, wowzers. I'm so looking forward to learning from both of you. And more data is always important, even when it's something as unquantifiable as trash talk.
Shut it, Toby!
Okay.
Let's start the segment. Don't trash talk if you can't back it up. There's nothing worse than writing checks with your mouth that your game can't cash.
That's what I'm saying. Not only does it make you look like a clown, but it demoralizes your teammates.
You'd know all about demoralizing your teammates, wouldn't you, Russ?
Oh, you would like to think so, except that my basketball skills were so superior to yours my entire career that you couldn't even hold a candle to me, Jalen.
Guys, if I may, just to put some perspective on this, there are only 525 athletes in the NBA at any given moment. And FIBA estimates there are 450 million basketball players worldwide.
Wow.
Which means you're in the top 99.9% of players by just being in the NBA alone, that's a pretty impressive stat, Jalen.
Toby.
Yes?
Enough.
Oh.
You already won the lottery by marrying my sister. There's no need to suck up to Russell like this. It's unseemly.
I'm not sucking up. I want to make sure everyone feels like they have value, and I'm just following the data and seeing where the facts lead. You know what?
Shut it, Toby.
Okay.
Do keep your trash talk about the game. We're all competitors here, but there's no need to bring up family, friends, or physical attributes. In other words, show some class.
Jalen, you literally just brought up my wife.
Yes, Toby, but I did it with class. And besides, this is television, not basketball. Anything goes.
Way to bring the effort tonight. MP got the job done tonight, as usual.
So how you feeling about your recent play?
Not gonna lie, Coach, I feel pretty good.
So do we, which is why we think you're ready to run with the starters.
Coach, you playing with me? Oh my gosh, that's great. I've been looking forward to this opportunity.
Now, remember when I told you this is a big boy league, MP?
Mm-hmm.
When the coaches make a move like this, it puts us in the crosshairs. It puts Cliff in the crosshairs, too, because the buck stops with the general manager.
Well, like you said, it's a grown man's league, and if you can't handle that pressure, then you ain't gonna make it that far.
Glad we are understood.
Loud and clear, Coach.
It's time to prove you belong, MP. Good luck.
up, everybody? I see MP's made his way into the starting lineup. That's good for him, his team, the fans, everybody.
Austin, what's up, man? What's up? You got any wisdom for me? Wisdom? How much time you got? All right, so let me just ask this. You've been playing with some all-timers. LeBron, AD, yeah. So what would you say is something that you've learned from them? I've learned a lot, but one thing I'll say about LeBron, he always sets his team up for success and his teammates for success, and that's why he's the greatest player ever. That's facts. You want to have a long career in this league? Just make sure you do right by your teammates.
A Sunday afternoon with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. With Hall of Fame. One thing, Doors, that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Adebayo, Hero out there with Mitchell. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Ware in at the 5 down low. Here's G. Carries it from three-point range.
A pretty pass from Tyrese Halliburton. You want this guy running the show.
Hero kicks to Mitchell. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. Gets a very good look and converts.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Down low, Ware, and he jams it with authority.
Oh, nice ball movement. Hero's an underrated passer, makes great decisions.
On the Pacers, Doors, last season trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a two-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Outside, Hero from downtown. The rebound by Turner. For Indiana, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to G. He tries for 3. Rebound by Mitchell. The Heat have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Shots good by Hero.
Oh, high effort play by Hero, running the floor to finish the fast break strong.
Hero against Halliburton. Lets the 3 fly, and he knocks it down. Good looking 3 there from G. G's got 8 points.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick Carlisle and I did speak a few minutes ago. I asked Coach about facing off against Bam Adebayo, and he told me the dangerous thing about Bam is his versatility. He's able to play different roles for his team depending on the matchup. That versatility makes it difficult to game plan against him. Guys?
Thanks, David.
2 minutes.
Neesmith, the pass to G. Fires for 3. And Halliburton with the basket on the assist by G.
Great shooters trust their shooting motion. Tyrese Halliburton with the jumper.
And Tyrese Halliburton, one of the best offensive players in the league, Doris. He's so fun to watch.
Kev, this young man is special, and not only because of the flair and the skill as a passer, the shot-making ability. To me, it's the joy he brings to the game and how that joy lifts his teammates around him.
G, no good. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. They trail by 1. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
You know what? There was a lot of standing around that basketball game. Failing to move bodies and failing to move the basketball is a bad formula.
G. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. The Heat have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Here's Ware, and the layup's good off the glass. He's got 6.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Halliburton outside. 40 seconds left in the first quarter.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. They get it back. Pass to Hero. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's G. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
The Pacers shooting their first free throws of this game.
For the Pacers, number 8, 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And a new group in for the Heat. And he's good on the second. Eight seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Hero. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. So at the end of 1 quarter to play, still a close game. Heat out front, up by 3. Live from Cambridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
We've got Obi Toppin. She is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. And it's McConnell in at the guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
Mathurin, good.
And using that body to his advantage, Mathurin will learn to control his strength as he grows in the league.
Miami trailing. Pass to Jovic. There's a good screen. Robinson for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger. And we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball. I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good by G.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Robinson. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
The Pacers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Pass to G. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current system. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Robinson passes to Hero. And there's a minute 45 left in the first half of the game.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's G. Yep, that one goes. G's got the lead up to 5 now for the Pacers.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Siakam. Neesmith comes in for Toppin. Andrew Nembhard's checked in for Benedict Mathurin. Halliburton subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Ware's checked in. Bam Adebayo comes in for Anderson. Andrew Wiggins, who's checked in for Burks. And it's Mitchell in for Tyler Hero. Pacers leading by 5. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard, and now arguably a top 25 player.
Higgins outside. Ware kicks to Adebayo. For 3, Mitchell. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to G. Now, Nembhard. Indiana moving the ball around. Halliburton for 3. Drains the three-pointer. Halliburton's got 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now, here's Adebayo. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Robinson, that's good.
How about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
And Adebayo sends it back. And he recovers it. Here's G. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Indiana, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside. That's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story, things are going well for the Indiana Pacers.
They're moving well on offense, great teamwork. Maybe not as strong as our teamwork, but whose is?
How about your old Lakers team?
What I remember seeing, they pass the ball into Shaq Ernie, and it never comes back out.
That's why they call me the Shaq Hole.
And let's turn our attention now to the Rookie of the Year race.
These young fellas have been hot. Usually, I'd say it's too soon to tell much, but right now.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at G in this game, he's been everywhere.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Boy, he's been aggressive looking for his shot. Remarkable effort on the offensive end in that first half.
On the floor for Miami, Mitchell is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Wiggins. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the center, filling out the middle. Wiggins up top. Neesmith covering. Adebayo.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Halliburton, that's good.
A remarkable three-point shooter out of the gates in his NBA career. Tyrese Halliburton, let him hear you.
Mitchell outside. Outside, Hero. Wiggins outside. A three ball. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 5th rebound in this one. G passes to Neesmith, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's a 12-point Indiana lead.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to Ware. Turner with the steal. Here's G on deep. And Ware pulls it down.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Mitchell passes to Adebayo. Outside, Hero. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Wiggins kicks to Adebayo. Outside, Hero. Looking to end the run. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
He was all alone on that one. Halliburton's got 12.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to talk to his guys. Some changes for Indiana. Siakam is checked in for G. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Neesmith. And it's TJ McConnell in. Change here. Wiggins is checked in. Here's Halliburton. Pass to G. Nembhard with it. Shot clock at 6. Here's G. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Adebayo. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. G is out there with Aaron Neesmith. And it's Turner in at the pivot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
And that one, good. G's got 28 points for the game.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And there it is for him.
And how about Harrell's body control, capable of still scoring even when the defense ups the ante in terms of physicality.
A nice shot by Neesmith.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Inside, here's Mitchell. No good with the layup. Pacers leading by 14. Over to the left wing. Pass to Neesmith. And here is Turner. Here's G. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. 30 points for G. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Miami Heat. To the middle. With the putback. The rebound by Turner. Indiana's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Indiana.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for G.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
Pacers shooting about 47% here in the 4th. Here's G. Stolen by Hero. In transition, here comes Miami. Here's Adebayo. Rejected by Halliburton. Turner passes to Halliburton. Here's G. It's up a 3. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. On the wing, Mitchell. Emard covering. Ware, no good. Pass to G. Here's Halliburton. He's covered by Hero. Here's G. Offensive rebound. Tries again. Off target at the rim. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a...
Way to bring the effort tonight.
I told you. Once you make the starting lineup, we're in the endorsement game now.
Yeah.
And look where we at.
Does that mean that you finally got me a shoe deal?
What? Come on, man. I ain't just get you one shoe deal. I got you 6.
Yeah, stop playing. What you mean?
All these people right here want to sign you. Okay, and they're more than happy to come to terms with us. All you got to do is tell me which one you want to go with, and we golden.
Bro.
Great choice.
Yo, I cannot believe I'm getting paid to wear sneakers, man. This is the kind of thing that we dreamed about back in Plainview, man.
And this is just the start, okay? Look at the names on the spreadsheet. These are all the companies you can work with if you keep going the way you're going.
Yo, I appreciate all this, man. You putting in work, bro.
Come on, man. That's what you pay me for. This ain't no charity. I'm here to help you maximize your brand. Nothing left on the table.
Hey, respect, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Hey,
this
no
is
doubt.
major, man.
No doubt.
All right.